Hey everybody, it's 13th Wolfman. You know what today is? Well, today is day 15 of the 31 days of horror. Yeah, day 15. What can I say? Well, the funny thing is that earlier in one of these videos I was talking about, all the themes that people come up with. You got the guy doing all trauma, and you got another guy doing all full moon, and Tony Has Nine Fingers does independent films, alphabetically. And I never think about doing a theme because I never, I just don't. I just never think about it. And this year, I've actually come up with a theme without trying. If you see the post that I put on Facebook when I'm promoting the video, you'll see that I refer to it as, lately I've been referred to it as the Euro Tour. Because I spent a lot of time in Europe. Well, I haven't, but when I say I'm talking about watching these movies. A lot of them have been European films. But I'm going to call it the World Tour because today we're popping back into America. Yeah, that's right. Today we're gonna land. We're gonna land in America for I don't know how long. I say that because who knows? I do know what the next movie is, so we'll be in America for at least 2 days. But it's just kind of funny how a theme kind of worked itself out of this without even trying. Before we get started on what the movie is, I want you to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always want to know what you have to say. And when you do subscribe, hit the bell. That way you'll be notified anytime I put something new up. Excuse me. So today, we have an interesting movie. A lot of the movies I watched this year are blind, blind viewings. Are blind buys, really. I buy the movie and then I'm like, okay, well, I'll watch it around Black Friday. Or watch it on Black Friday. I'll watch it on the 31 Days of Horror. And you see where my head is at right now. It's like halfway on Black Friday and I'm thinking about that. But yeah, well, I'll watch it during the 31 Days of Horror. And, well, I've been watching all these, and I've been surprised by a lot of them on how good they are. Here's another one that's really surprised me. These two kids who lose their parents. The movie starts out at a funeral. And these two kids that have lost their mom when they were younger, and now their father, go to live with their grandparents. And while there, the grandson stumbles across something that's going on in the house that just seems eerie. I don't want to... That's really all I can say about the movie as far as plot goes. There's a lot more to it. It's an hour and a half long, but there's a lot there, and you don't want to give too much away. Now let's talk about the movie a little bit. We got these two... I guess they're supposed to be teenagers. They don't look like teenagers. At least not to me. The girl, who I'm guessing is about 15 years old, right? It looks like she's 12. Maybe 11. The boy, who is probably supposed to be 12, maybe 13, looks like he's 9 or 10. He looks really young at the beginning of this movie. And by the time the movie gets over, you're going, okay, he does look a little bit older, but still not quite a teen type of thing. So there's a scene where the girl, they're going to go to the local swimming pool. One of those pools you go to that, the public run, the city runs, or the town runs, and everyone goes there and swims. And she can't find her bathing suit. And the grandmother's like, that's okay. I got last year's. And she's like, but Grandma, it'll be too small. And I'm like, when they show her in the bathing suit, it's not that bad. But the weird thing is that the guy that they got playing the love interest for the 15-year-old girl looks like he's about 23. Seriously. He shows up at the pool. He's like, oh, hey, are you Lynn? You're Lynn. You must remember me. And she's like, Kenny? And he's like, yeah. Wow, looking good. You know, I mean, this really is the most smarmiest, sleaziest character when he first pulls up. You're looking at him and you're going, there's no way that they're close to the same age. He honestly looks like he should either be in college or just graduating college. And she looks like she's, like I said earlier, she looks like she's about 12, but she's supposed to be 15. And I say she's supposed to be 15 because later he's teaching her how to drive a stick. You know, so I'm like, okay, well, there's a reason that he's trying to teach her this, is because she's probably going to get her license sometime soon. But, man, it just comes off as weird. This movie is really good, and the movie is, I haven't even introduced the title yet, Grandmother's House. Yeah. Now, from the cover, this looks like a cheesy, family-friendly, you know, type of movie, and I wasn't quite sure what I got. I'm like, well, it's going to be one of those hocus pocus, you know, type of things. And I'm like, I'll get it just to see what it is. And it turned out to be a lot more suspenseful, a lot more sinister. There's reasons behind what you see going on. And yeah, it's actually a really, really good film. I enjoyed this movie a lot. That truck you see right there, that has a very small part in this movie. I mean, when you see something like that, you expect more out of it. But yeah, Brink Stevens is in this. I love Brink. I always love Brink going back to like Slumber Party Massacre. You know, she's been in tons of stuff, and she's just I think Brink Stevens is adorable. I want to see her in more stuff. I mean, she's done a lot of horror. Her and Linnea Quigley and, you know, a few others have done a lot of horror throughout the 80s and 90s. But yeah, that's Grandmother's House. I don't know what else to say about it. It's a good time. It's a fun time. It's very suspenseful, you know, in parts. And I think anyone that gives it a chance would enjoy it. That's really all I have to say about this movie. As always, I am the 13th Wolfman, and yes, I'm on the prowl. Howlin' and prowlin'.